Fresh out of the mailbox, baby. First off, check out the neck profile hoodie with the little chrome tassels. This is one of the options that are going to be available on my website launching December 1st. I would love if you guys appreciated me and buy some of the merch. All that money's gonna go reinvested back into the channel, and that's just the way the process is. Running a jewelry channel and this content creation takes a lot of money, and it'll just help me continue and build this brand. So if you're interested in any of the merch, please support. If you're not, I still love you guys for watching and commenting, liking, sharing below. This is one of the neck profile hoodies. This one's 85% cotton. It's a little bit on the thicker side, and this one is kind of fit to her pleasure. So if you like that bigger, baggier fit, you can go ahead and get a size up. All the information will be on my website name, and everything will be disclosed very, very soon. Very dope hoodie, great material. Fucking love it. But today's video is sponsored by Aporro. Aporro sent over a piece because they saw all the chatter about that prongless Cuban link, and they were like, well, we have a silver version of that prongless Cuban link with a little bit of a twist, and we'd love to show your audience. So let's roll my motherfucking music so we can unbox this joint and take a look at the prongless Cuban link affordable version from Aporro.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Good morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This is your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. So Aporro sent over a prongless Cuban link, or so they said. I literally just took it out of the sleeve right now and the cellophane and all the wrapping, so I haven't opened it yet. You know I like to do the unboxings right on camera because I like that initial response that I get. It's all that freestyling content that I usually do. I don't script anything. Maybe here and there I write a note or whatever if it's a collaborative effort and there's some details and links or whatever, but 98.55% of the time I'm freestyling the whole shit, and I like the anticipation and that initial reaction because it doesn't get any more authentic than that. We know what the Aporro box looks like, no big fucking whoop, but the prongless Cuban has been something on my Instagram that has been shown a lot of love. Particularly done a full review on the prongless Cuban when it comes to gold, but when I did the meet at So Icy as well as By Am Jewelry, they both had the prongless Cuban, and I was able to show you guys a bit of what it consists of. Essentially, it's like the prong diamond Cubans with the plate on top of an actual Cuban link, giving it more of a sharp flared out look as you see here, which is very interesting to people. Anybody who's into that extra tight link look and just doesn't want the diamond factor but likes that prong setting and that plate look, it might be very appealing to you guys. It seems to be on the more affordable side because it's kind of 2mm offset on those prong link Cubans. What I mean by that is generally the base, let's say for example on the top, the prongs, the widest part is about 11mm, right? So when you flip it upside down, it's generally based on an actual Cuban link. So they're soldered right on top of the links, and the Cuban on the bottom is usually somewhere along the lines of like 1 to 1.5mm smaller on the base. Most I think I've seen is 2mm, but generally it's around 1.5 to 2mm on the undercarriage, which is the regular Cuban link. And then the plates are generally soldered on top to set the prongs to put diamonds in them, are about a millimeter plus on top, giving it a more sharp, wider flare out, kind of, I like to call it like a cobra back. So you got a thin frame, and then you got that flared out lats, like the dude in the gym who's got the giant lats, kind of that look. So Aporro said that they have their own prong version, a more affordable 925 silver, and apparently this one has a Moissanite sleeve lock. So let's take a look at it, shall we? Here's the Aporro box. We're gonna open this joint up. I don't know what to expect yet. And there is the silver chain. Let's take a look at it. Yep, it's definitely a prong look, and it has the snakeskin condom shit. Oh, they put my name on this one. Very fucking dope. Okay, let's see how the snakeskin condom shit. Let's see how long it's gonna take me to do the snakeskin condom. Guys, I don't know. I've screamed about this in so many videos with different brands that I think brands are actually starting to listen. Oh my God, this is like a fucking revelation right now. Oh, so far, we got ease. Oh man. I hope this is consistent for everybody else and not just the packages that I get, because this is annoying to absolutely everyone who shares that same discrepancy. This might be the quickest shrink wrap opening bullshit that I've ever done, because I hate these things. Oh my God, Aporro, I love you. Just for that, I love you guys. Just make my life easier. So simple. I hope everybody does this type of packaging all across the board. Anybody who does this stupid snakeskin condom shrink wrapping shit, make it this easy, please. This also feels a lot thicker, so use this kind of process, because my Lord. All right, so I'm taking this joint out. It's already unwrapped. I'm just literally pulling it out. It's fucking amazing. And here is the 925 silver with the Moissanite sleek lock. So we'll start with the Moissanite sleek lock. And here is the prong link Cuban link. Very, very nice. Good sharp edges. Exactly what the prong link is supposed to look like at face. Very clean, very straight. It's got the width on it. It's got the sharp angles, but this is different than the gold ones. Let me explain why. As I just gave you a description before, that the gold ones are based on the platform of a Miami Cuban link. So what that means is there's a true Miami Cuban link all around the underbelly. The entire frame of the prong link is the underbelly of a Miami Cuban link with the prong set on top. The way these are formulated, and not just Aporro, there's a couple of other brands that do these actually in gold. They cast these particular pieces and then put them all together in that prong format without that base underbelly look, as you can see here. See, as you can see here, these are individually casted pieces that are flared out on the top to have that sharp, beautifully clean edge. So the advantage here is that when these pieces are casted, it's kind of just going towards perfection. Like, these are molded and made specifically and repeated time and time and time again to have that effortless, flawless look, to have that cleanliness. The disadvantage is it's not based on the true gold prong style, which is underbelly is a Cuban link. It's a little bit thicker because of the little belly that it will have, the Cuban link frame. And then the prong setting would look exactly like this, but they'd be plates right on top. So there is a differentiating factor between this 925 silver prong style and some of the gold prong styles that I've showcased on the channel on those two videos. Let's see the hang straight test. I haven't done one of these hang straight tests in so long. That's ridiculous, but let me see if I can do it close, because you guys won't be able to really see it from the top. Let's see if I can pull this off. It actually hangs fairly straight. I can't do it any higher. There we go. Has a little bit of a twist on the bottom, and that's because you got a much thicker sleek lock here. So in this one, they were gracious enough to bless me with my engraving in the back of my brand, the Cubano Loco. That was very dope. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you guys. And let's see on the inside of the Moissanite lock. Let's see if the lock is nice and tight, because these... Okay, tight sleek lock. And they also have the Moissanites on the inside, which has always been kind of like their little signature flow. They like to put the Moissanites on the inside and outside. Just because they say it's Moissanite, we don't believe them until we hit it with the diamond tester. So I got the Presidium diamond tester here, and all you got to do is just hear for the beep. There goes one. There's two. And let's test the inside ones. Maybe they put Moissanite on the outside and CZs on the inside. We don't know. Let's test it out. Let's fucking open this thing up. It's a stiff sleek lock. Hopefully it keeps that same type of tension. But let's see. Moissanite on the inside as well. One thing you guys got to keep in mind is that these ultra tight links that look super good will have kink. I think it's kind of inevitable just the way that it is. Although these have a nice spacing in between, and since it's not the traditional prong style, it might have a little bit more mobility, but when you actually feel these in hand, you see this right here? Because of these tight links, these kinks are going to happen. I think this is gonna be kind of inevitable based on how the link is actually structured and cut. Because of this style, it's a little bit more rigid. It's less fluid than your traditional Miami Cuban link, but some people are really gonna like that and they really won't care about it. Overall, this has a lot of character. This particular link is approximately, I wanna say about 22 or 24 inches in length. I'll double check. And this is around 8 millimeters or so, which is essentially pretty much a really good daily wear. This puppy weighs 88 grams. It's not a lightweight chain. It definitely feels substantial. It feels super solid. It's got a beautiful polish on it. Nothing else to do but I mean, it's pretty sleek. I ain't gonna hold you, man. This silver is looking really nice. It's got a nice presence. You can absolutely throw a pendant on it if you feel that's necessary. For me, I think that this chain should absolutely live by itself. Doesn't matter really what size you're trying to go for. I think it's a chain that can be stacked with another one similar, not necessarily outside of the hoodie unless that's your particular style. And if you're wearing the neck profile t-shirt, kind of hangs right above at that 24-inch, which is kind of like my comfortable spot. Is that strategic or just luck? Now there's nothing else to do but hit you with the neck profile. You know what I realized kind of? Like from a distance, it kind of looks like a Cuban hybrid of a herringbone. It has kind of like that looser, thicker herringbone kind of style in Cuban link format. Shout out to Aporro. I'll put a link in the description. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of a promo code with your boy. And for all my silver fans, you have your prong option right here. And also for those who don't want to spend the money or can't afford to purchase the gold one at this time, you have a beautiful silver option that you can add a little Moissanite flair to it, courtesy of Aporro. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. I'll put a link in the description. Shout out to Aporro once again, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.